I keep telling people he's not 25 like the others. He's, 53. You'll find tons and tons and tons of jeans, tons and tons and tons of shoes, tons and tons and tons of ganjis, tons and tons of t-shirts. A lot of the fans keep telling me, why doesn't he change his boots? Why don't he change his shoes? I make sure that I'm warm and make sure that they look hot and sexy.
You have been working with Salman since such a long time. Like how many years down the line?
This is my 12th year actually
12th
with
year.
Salman. So I started with a movie called Wanted. Was my first movie with him.
Okay, we actually loved the outfits over there for sure. But
Thank you.
over the years, what kind of experiment do you do? Like what kind of change you try to bring in his kind of attire or like styling, the way he dresses up and all like that?
Well, actually, it's a lot of his inputs as well as mine. Also, his sister and me, we work together. We have a company together, Alvira. And so we go and, we look at, when we are buying things or when we're making something, we always keep him in mind, his comfort in mind, the colors that he likes, the kind of, fabrics that he likes. He loves jeans and he loves denim basically. Even he likes denim shirts, he also likes t-shirts, he likes jackets, he likes denim jackets, and he loves his leather jackets.
Okay.
So when we work in this parameter of this combination, we try and make, like every season that we do of a show, we try and do a different version of it, or we try and find new designers and new styles that we can bring in so that it would look really nice on him.
So is it difficult to convince Salman Khan for a particular outfit? Have you faced any kind of difficulties like, while trying to convince him for, to try a different look altogether or like that?
Not really, because he is quite open to different, and in fact very often he looks at things and he says, I like something like this or I like something like that. So we work in those parameters and I know what looks like. I've been working with him for so many years.
Yeah.
So I automatically feel that I know what looks good on him and what doesn't. There's a very thin line, and I keep telling people he's not 25 like the others. He's 53. So I have to make him look his age also. He should not, people should not be looking at him and saying, oh, look at this guy and he's old and yet he wants to wear these young hip clothes. So those things don't suit him most of the time. So we go with what suits him, his age, his stature, the way he is, the kind of personality that he is, and the kind of person that he is.
You said he gives a lot of inputs also when it comes to styling and all. So what is his patent style which he wants to reserve it every time?
Well, this new invented pair of jeans that everybody wants to wear them. I can't tell you how we do it, but well, it's like a zipper jeans at the side and there's a leather patch inside, so it makes it like a boot cut pair of jeans.
Okay.
And I think that's one of his patent pairs of jeans that so-called invented by him. And also, little things that he does, like putting the glasses behind in Dabangg, or the kind of kurta that he wears, or the colored glares that he started wearing, and everybody started wearing them, the blue shades and the yellow shades, and so in songs like Tigers in the Hair and lots of other movies. So a lot of time those are also his input besides being my inputs.
But also we have seen in Salman Khan's, the way he dresses and, it's completely unique. It always stands out. So what you try to do in terms of, ensuring that, oh, he's Salman Khan, he should have that kind of personality and impact.
Well, I guess it's the personality that he is. So whatever he wears automatically is a style statement. So we try and add little elements into his clothes. Like I said, the leather zipper jeans, or get denims painted by people, or like recently I had this designer called Michael Cinco do an outfit for him.
Wow.
From London. He's a very, very well-renowned designer. He does clothes for Lady Gaga and for Jennifer Lopez and all the big stars. So I requested him to do this jacket, and he just jumped onto the idea, and he loved the idea of doing something for Bollywood, and it's something that he's going to wear in a song in Dabangg 3, and I think that jacket is really to look forward to. So it's a compilation of many things that we go and do and source, and then we come to this conclusion that okay, this will look nice, this will not look nice.
What can one find in Salman Khan's closet?
You'll find tons and tons and tons of jeans, tons and tons and tons of shoes, tons and tons and tons of ganjis, tons and tons of t-shirts, lots and lots of glares, tons of glares, and I think pretty much that, and leather jackets. Oh my God, he loves
leather jackets.
He loves his leather jackets. I do not know how many, I can't even count how many pairs of leather jackets he has.
Wow. And what is one closet or one outfit which is very close to his heart? Anything?
I wouldn't say there's anything. I think all his Being Human t-shirts are very, very, he loves his brand. So you'll see him wearing them 24/7.
Wow.
Whether he's sleeping in them, whether he's going out in them, whether he is shopping in them, whether he's lounging in them, he's partying in them. He just loves his brand, and that's what he wears most of the 90% of the time.
And the favorite accessory for Salman is?
I think it's his bracelet, which he's very,
He finds it very lucky also, actually.
It's given to him by his father, so it's made and given to him by his father. So I guess that's a sentimental value that he has to it. And I think his boots, his shoes are very, very patent. A lot of the fans keep telling me, why doesn't he change his boots? Why don't he change his shoes? I said, because it's something that he's comfortable in. It's sometimes that you're comfortable in something and you like wearing that. And you have to, shoes is something that are very close to you, because, your feet are so important to you that it's how you, open into them, and then they become your favorite pair of shoes. It's something that everybody has in their closet that they never want to throw out.
That's true. You have been very close to Salman Khan family. They call you Angel, actually. Salman Khan's that word is for
Salman Khan's mom calls me that.
Calls you Angel,
But I call her, I said, you are actually my angel, not me. So she's really very sweet, and I really like her a lot, because they've always been there for me, no matter what. And the one thing that I like about them is that they treat me like family. So Alvira is a very close friend of mine, and so is Salman. And even the other family members also are old friends of mine. And Auntie, I love her to death. So that's where the angel thing came in from.
Have you tried styling for her?
Of course. She comes and picks up a lot of clothes from our store.
Yeah.
And I keep telling her, wear this, wear that. And sometimes she listens, sometimes she doesn't. So she also goes to other designers. Can't stop her from doing that. But she has a very coherent style. I love what she wears and the way she carries herself. And, she's always so well turned out.
And what's her favorite, in terms
It's salwar kameezes. Salwar
favorite
kameezes.
color and all like that? Any design in particular?
I don't think so. There is anything
Or
in
material?
particular, but she loves her cottons, and she loves her crepe silks, and she's basically lovely.
We also know that you have styled for Katrina Kaif also in Bharat movie. And how was that working experience for you?
I
in
didn't
Bharat?
actually style Katrina Kaif for the movie. We did one wedding
Bridal,
dress, bridal dress for her, which we got in Malta, where we got it, and then we had to re-alter it and rework on it completely, because I'm being a Catholic, and I have my expertise in this, because I do wedding gowns as also as a business. So I guess she just automatically had trust in me, and then wanted to impart that trust in me, because me being a Catholic would know it. I exactly what the look and feel would be. So that was something really nice. And then of course we had another girl called Veera, who was looking after her work completely on the film, and but she would always come and ask us, I'm giving this color or that color, what are you giving Salman, what are you giving everybody, because I did the entire film, Alvira and me, excepting Katrina. So the entire film was done, so we had a color palette, we had to work on everything, and there were so many eras, and whether it was Disha Patni, or whether it was any of the other actors and actresses with Sunil Grover, anybody, and even the junior artists, everybody, dancers, everybody, so was styled by us. So it was great working on a film like Bharat. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime film that one gets to do something like that.
That's true. 25 years, you have completed in the industry. You started with, Jyotita Wo Sikandar. What changes have you seen, and you somewhere feel that we have evolved in terms of, the way we carry or the fashion style, or sometimes also you see certain, patterns around you which are not that, oh, why do we wear such kind of outfits? What do you have to say, over the years, your experience of styling all this while?
Well, I just feel that fashion keeps reinventing itself, and the 80s coming back, and I used to style during the late 80s also, so early 90s, and everything is coming back into fashion. So but I do feel that it's become much more professional, the industry, and I feel that it's also become very, very proactive. And the social media is so huge, so you have tons of people, opinions. Somebody can just click and just say anything about anything. So one has to be a little careful and has to know what they're doing. In the earlier, you would say, okay, this is so-and-so and that is so-and-so, and people would believe you. But today they can Google and they can check, and then, they can find out. So you have to be on top of your game. And I feel reinventing oneself is the way you survive.
And you have been part of INIFT.
Yes.
How's that experience been, for you?
Well,
being a core,
Yeah. Well, I am the mentor for the students all over India, and I keep traveling. We've got more than 128 institutes all over the country, and I love that because it's giving back to the students and also getting a lot of it from them, because they also impart so much of knowledge. And even when we have classes or we have these sort of workshops, they also give you so much of information, and that's good for me. So I love it.
If you had to bring back any style from the 90s or 80s, which would that style would be?
Well, I would say I would go even further back. I'd love the 70s and 60s. Even the Madhubala styles, and I would want to bring back that era of the fine chiffons, and even Helena Auntie would wear the most exquisite clothes that even I find so difficult making now, and she used to make it then. So I think that era gone by is something that I'd really love to bring back.
You're also styling for Salman for Dabangg 3.
Yes.
Tell us something about it, how excited you are, and what kind of look are we going to see, Salman Khan in differently, because we believe he would be a cop. You see him in a badass avatar also.
Yeah, you see him in all kinds of avatar in the film. It's a Dabangg franchisee, so he is going to be in his tight-fitted uniforms, and he's going to be in a lot of color this time. You'll see him in. And you'll also see Sonakshi in a lot of color, because I've done these beautiful floral printed saris for her. She has put up some pictures already online, and some of the pictures of Salman also have come out. And I think that it's a very Dabangg series look, but yet different and reinvented. It's like reloaded, I would say, the clothes are. So that is something I'm really looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the new girl in the film. I'm looking forward to the new item girl in the film.
Wow.
So these are some things that I'm sure I'll give you an exclusive on that one soon.
We have to wait for that. But any inputs on what we'll get to see as Sahi Manjrekar as what kind of outfit are you planning for her?
Well, she plays a very simple, sweet girl in the film, and I think that I remember once when I'd done a lot of clothes for a lot of girls who'd come for the first time in movies, right from Daisy to Sonakshi to Imran Khan to even Amisha Patel and lots of Preeti Zinta, all of their first movies I did. So even Shahid Kapoor or Kiara Advani. And one thing that Sonakshi said very nicely, that she said, when everybody was debuting in bikinis and the shortest of clothes and the sexiest of outfits, Ashley, you covered me from head to toe and yet made me look like the most gorgeous woman on the face of this earth. So I would do the same for Sahi Manjrekar. And I think she's a beautiful girl and she's going to go a long way.
Yeah. And even for Alia Bhatt's movie with Salman Khan, Sanjay Leela Bhansali,
Yes.
even there you're going to be, styling for Salman. He's playing a
Yeah.
corporate guy.
Yeah.
Tell us something about that. What kind of look? It's a very serious movie.
I don't know as yet because I haven't read the script. So we are going to be in scripts sittings right now, and Sanjay is very, very tight-lipped. He doesn't like us talking about anything in the media about the film. So that's something that I really can't talk about. I'm so sorry about that. But in due course of time, of course, I would love to give it to you all to be the first people. Definitely.
Thank you so much. And talking about there is going to be an item girl who's going to be there in Dabangg 3. Any inputs on that?
Well, I have given her the most sexiest. She's been a very, very sweet, simple girl. And so I had to really, up the caution a lot. And I gave her these really sexy outfits, and she's carried them off really well. People have really liked it. So I'm waiting for the audience to like her too. So waiting for that.
One exclusive.
And I swear, as soon as I can, because we are all under contract, and I really can't say anything.
Tip, which
okay, sorry.
One exclusive tip. Because you have style for Salman Khan, one exclusive tip you would like to give, according to the actor for his fans?
Well, if you're not very tall, one styling tip that really works is wearing wide bottom pants. They always make you look much taller. Tone and tone makes you look much taller. Fitted, if you don't get shirts that fit you, just go to a tailor and get a dart done at the back of your shirt, and automatically your body looks much, much more slimmer and huger and better and hipper, and just by doing a simple dart at the back of your shirt. So simple tips like that really work, I feel.
And one styling tip for the girls out there?
Girls, I feel that you should have one black dress that really kills it. It could be the simplest black dress under the sun. But the way you can accessorize it from morning to evening, you can wear that same dress and go out. Carry a pair of heels and a nice scarf in your bag. If you're going to work in the day, wear it with flats and so that you're easy with a big bag, and probably wear it with a jacket on top. Take off your jacket, put the scarf on, wear your heels, and you're ready for the night. Leave your hair, and that's it.
Wow, that's a very good tip. You must try, actually. You have styled for many Bollywood actresses out there, be it Jacqueline, be it Katrina, be it Sonakshi Sinha. So what do you keep in mind when you're styling for all these Bollywood actresses?
Well, most of the time I like to keep their personality in mind. So when I design something for Jacqueline, I always like to keep it more funky and more young and bubbly and lively like her. She's a live wire completely. So if it's somebody like Daisy, then I like to keep it more subdued and more classic. If it's somebody like Sonakshi, I like to keep it more softer because she's an Indian beauty, the epitome of Indian beauty. She's really, really beautiful, and that Indianness in her, if you add elements of that, it looks really, really nice. Like, for example, I'm just doing something for the Dabangg tour for Jacqueline. It's this jacket.
Okay, wow.
So it's really, really nice.
Very good.
Yeah, and even behind, it's like really
so it
smart.
also has an print on this?
Yeah, and it's got these shorts, which are these, these boy hot sequin shorts.
That's fancy.
And it's got like a black tank top inside, which is like a short knotted top. So it's like really, really cool and hip, and it's got black boots. So
and
she's
get
gonna
to
kill
see
it.
Jacqueline wearing this
Yes,
for the Dabangg tour.
Dabangg tour.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
it's got sequins and studs, and it's really, really cool. So and really, really hip.
Plus on stage also it might
it
work
looks
for her.
really
It's
nice.
very good.
Yeah.
So Jacqueline seems like she loves to wear jackets also a lot. Like even in actresses we see she's very casual with her outfit and all. So you worked with her for Race 3 also.
Yes, I did some clothes for her in Race 3, and it's the first time she ever wore a sari on screen, and I was glad that I was a part of it to make her wear a sari on screen. And it was a red sari, I remember. Then we also did a
cold
black
out
sari.
there.
Yeah, it was freezing, and the poor thing was. But she was so excited about it, and I think she looked really gorgeous in it.
how do you guys actually make actresses wear a sari, a chiffon sari, and in a slow-clad region? Like, how does it work?
I make sure that I'm warm and make sure that they look hot and sexy. So I guess it's their job, and you know they're so dedicated that they want to look good and everything. And
What is that one tip like one has to follow if they have to, like, you know, if I have to go and wear a sari in a slow-clad region, what do I do?
I think you get these warmers, so you rub it against your hand. They're like these little plastic warmers, which they've got like a liquid inside.
Okay.
You place them into your palm. You place them into your hands. You place them into every portion of your body, many of them, and they really keep you warm. It works.
Wow. Okay, that's a very good tip for me for sure. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time,
you.
Ashley, and
Thank you so
thanks
much.
for so much inputs and all. Had a very pleasant chat with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.